Good morning. It is almost 10, no, actually almost 11 UTC on Wednesday the 20th. Anyways, just going to do a little mini Bitcoin update with the local structure and general plan. Overall, still looking at vertical accumulation. Just kind of wanted to show the big change really in the last 12 hours or so. We were seeing a lot of aggressive longs coming in as we were seeing some local breakdown in price. It looked a little bit sketchy. And then as soon as we started seeing some local higher lows and reversals, we're back to, 60% short to long, which is great. We're making we're back up at the all-time highs again. We're still looking higher because everyone's trying to short the high until we actually have a confirmed breakdown. So this is always interesting. The fact that we've already got this looks awesome, looks great. Keep shorting retail. I love it until they finally get broken and start trying to long into the upside move. We should have continuation. There's some local levels we can go through as well. So looking at the TA and levels in this zone, a big thing that sticks out, we're still looking higher. There's some local liquidity getting added all the way up to like 94.8, 95K, which I think would be pretty aggressive if we did go straight up into these moves. To the downside, any loss of 92.6 or the daily open should probably force a snap retest, and I want to do it very quickly back towards 90.8K, 91K. I don't want to see losses of this zone. Effectively, if we lose that, we do start to break some of that, that localized trend line. The problem that we're having in the upside right now is that we're starting to arc up. We're getting a lot more parabolic than I'd like it to be. This type of vertical accumulation looks strong. Once we start going fully parabolic, it becomes problematic and unsustainable over time. But for the time being, you're still looking to bid higher lows. You're still looking to bid if we come back down towards 90K. Once we start breaking 90K and we get a snap retest of 89, something like that, this is where we start to fail things. So if we do fail this, we have to come right back down to the absolute lows that we can hold, 87.3. Once we start breaking this level, we start breaking some upside trend. So I would say, yeah, the hold is definitely 87, but breaking trend starts happening at the loss of the weekly open. Until that happens, until we get some form of retracement, it looked a little bit rough yesterday. We saw 3, 4 even aggressive down hourly candles to retest structure. We're still printing higher lows and higher highs. We popped a new all-time high yesterday, and it still looks like it wants to continue. So until we start breaking any type of trend, again, it's green until proven otherwise. It's up until proven otherwise. Watch these failures. If we do start sweeping back below 92.6, you could be seeing a sweep of that liquidity. There's some high leverage stuff underneath 89K, 89.8, excuse me, that starts to become attractive if we break this stuff. And if we do break this, now we're looking at potential trend failure, and then the entire structure would start looking like round topping, and we start looking back to the downside. But like I said, you can't fight that. The fact that retail's aggressively shorting this is good. The upside is still strong. Yes, funding rates are still pretty rough. They're still over 0.01. However, I will say that the open interest funding rate is only at like 0.012 now. Comparatively, for the last week, it's been at like 0.03, even like 0.06. So what this really means is positive funding rates influencing market makers, liquidity providers to take short positions to build back the short order book. They've pulled the majority of that incentive. That's good. That could be leading to upside and a continuation of the short squeeze, which is what we expect. Watch these levels. If you're going to set some alerts, probably set something just locally here at like 92.6K, 92.4K, where the daily open is. Because if we start seeing failures there, you want to see some breaks back down, and it might be decent to hedge a scalp short into that zone. Until then, every level, again, higher time frame is for buying to go higher. Breaking the weekly open is what starts to break things into the upside. Until then, stay long. That's all we're doing. We're still net long across the board until we start breaking something. And yeah, that's that. Take it easy. Catch you tomorrow.